Once upon a time, in a quaint village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived an old man named Elias. His silver hair and weathered face bore testimony to a life full of trials, yet his eyes sparkled with an undying vitality, a young man's fire still alive within him. To the villagers, Elias was a mystery. Known for his wisdom, he often shared lessons that came not from books, but from life's crucible of failure. Elias hadn't always been the sage he was now. Decades earlier, he had been a brash and ambitious young man, eager to conquer the world. At 18, Elias left his family's farm with dreams of becoming a merchant, promising to return rich and successful. He invested every penny he had in a caravan of goods and set out to trade in the distant city. His dreams, however, crumbled when bandits attacked his caravan, stealing everything and leaving him penniless. Devastated, Elias returned home, ashamed and broken. Yet his father's words stayed with him. "Son, the soil teaches the seed by burying it in darkness. Only then does it grow." Encouraged, Elias decided to try again. This time he apprenticed with an experienced merchant to learn the trade. For years he toiled, saving every coin and mastering the art of negotiation. When he was ready to venture out again, he made fewer mistakes, but still encountered setbacks, a fire in his store, dishonest partners, and fluctuating markets. Each failure taught Elias something invaluable. He learned to diversify his investments, build trustworthy relationships, and manage risks. Over time, Elias built a thriving business empire, yet he never forgot the sting of his early failures. He began to see them not as obstacles, but as stepping stones, each one shaping him into a wiser and stronger individual. In his later years, Elias's ambition shifted. Rather than chasing wealth, he sought to share his experiences. He returned to the village where he found solace in mentoring the youth. His favorite story to tell was about a pivotal moment during his darkest time. At 35, after losing his fortune for the third time, Elias had wandered into the forest, questioning his purpose. There, he encountered a frail old hermit gathering firewood. Seeing Elias's despair, the hermit spoke. "Life is a wheel, my friend. Sometimes you're on top, other times you're crushed beneath it. But remember, the wheel never stops turning." The hermit's words rekindled Elias's determination. Years later, as Elias recounted this encounter, he emphasized, "Failure is the universe's way of humbling us, teaching us, and preparing us for greater heights. The only true failure is giving up." Elias's message resonated deeply with the villagers. He urged them to embrace failure as a natural part of life, to see it as a teacher rather than an enemy. His favorite analogy was that of a potter shaping clay. The clay must be pounded, molded, and even broken to become a masterpiece. We are no different. One stormy evening, Elias gathered the villagers for a final lesson. The fire crackled in the hearth as he shared his most profound insight. "I failed so many times that I lost count, but each failure taught me resilience, patience, and the importance of hope. Don't fear failure. Fear the life unlived because you were too afraid to try." Elias passed away not long after that night, but his words lived on. The villagers often recounted his stories, finding strength in them during their own struggles. In the village square, they erected a simple stone plaque engraved with Elias's favorite saying, "Failure is not the end, it's the beginning of wisdom." And so Elias's legacy endured, teaching generations to embrace failure as life's greatest teacher, turning their trials into triumphs and their fears into courage. If this story inspired you to see failure differently, don't forget to like this video and share it with someone who needs to hear this message. And if you want more motivational stories like this, hit that subscribe button and join our journey of growth and inspiration.